Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Neil and today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the Notes ReVolt, which is a brand new preamp pedal that's been released in the last few months. Okay guys, I don't know whether you've noticed, but it seems to be that the new thing, the in thing, is preamp pedals. I think rigs are getting gradually smaller now. And there's plenty of guys out there that don't want to be lugging around big tube heads and they want a smaller fly rig, but they don't want to necessarily be using a digital floor-based multi-effects processor or amp modeling thing. They want like an analog pedal. Obviously, with production being behind still from the whole COVID situation, everything seems to be delayed, but Notes haven't done too bad at getting this out there. They got this pedal to me a couple of days ago. I was really excited about it. There's been a massive burst of gear on the channel lately. It all seems to happen all at once when you do this type of thing. Sometimes you'll go a couple of months with nothing, and then in the space of 2 weeks you'll get like 5 or 6 different items. I've done tons of demos for the Notes cab packs that you can buy. I've still got a few more to go through. I'm just trying to get around to doing them. So you could say that I'm quite a big fan of what Notes Audio do and what they are trying to achieve. So the box is just up here. It came just yesterday or the day before, something like that. I am super excited to show you guys this and to try it out. Like I say, big fan of the Notes Audio stuff. Unfortunately, never tried a Notes pedal before. This is an analog pedal with a tubing. Obviously, you guys will have seen the other preamp pedals that have been on my channel recently by Blackstar amplification. They also have a tubing. Whether or not the tubes that are in pedals make too much difference or not, I don't know. I mean, they must make some difference because they're in the circuit, but how much of a difference that is when it's in a pedal compared to like 4 preamp tubes in an amp or 5 preamp tubes, I don't know, but we will find out. One thing that they do really well, which I have to say, is their presentation. I know it doesn't matter really, but their presentation, the boxes that the Notes Capture X and things come in, it's always really top notch. It really is. It really does look classy. You know, you feel like you're getting something from Apple or something similar to that the presentation is that good. It's got a real posh looking sleeve there on the box. It tells you all about it on the back. I'll just read this to you while I've got it in my hand. So, the triple threat, whether it's sublime cleans, overdriven crunch, or the greatest of metal tones, your performance demands the pinnacle in tonal excellence. Enter ReVolt Guitar, a forward-thinking all-analog 3-channel preamp primed to serve as the beating heart of your rig. So that's a pretty big statement to make there from Notes. But you know, if they don't believe in their own product, then nobody else will either. So we'll get the sleeve off. And again, just want to say, look at the presentation. Don't know if you can see that, but the box is like matte satin black, and it has like a glossy Notes logo on. It really looks classy, you know, and makes you feel like they've put attention to detailing, which Notes are quite renowned for putting quite a lot of attention to detailing. Wow, it just gets more and more. It just gets more, it's like a gift box or something. It just gets more and more posh looking. So you got the manuals there. We're not going to bother with those. One thing I want to say about this pedal, the first thing I've noticed is, one, it's a hell of a lot smaller than I thought. And two, the box was pretty heavy. I was surprised when I first picked it up then and started unboxing it, how heavy it was. But the pedal itself, which I've got now in my hand, is quite light. It's quite a lot lighter than the box. So what I'm thinking is the power supply that is in here is going to be quite weighty, and it is. It's one of those types of power supplies where you've got that box and then you've got the kettle lead that goes into the box, and then the power box goes into the pedal, which is okay because they've got to do it somehow, but I'm not a massive fan of it. I'd rather see the kettle lead just going straight into the box. I don't know the actual reason why brands don't do that, but yeah, it's a bit strange. So this pedal is designed to go straight into your desk, whether it's your desk that, you know, a PA system that you're using live, or whether it's a desk in a studio, doesn't matter. That's what it's designed to do. Two Notes excel at IRs and speaker simulation, so you can bet your money that the emulated output on this thing and the speaker emulation will be top notch. It will be about as good as it gets, in my opinion, and in my experience of using Two Notes audio stuff. So when this pedal was first launched, I remember seeing a video of it somewhere, and it was basically saying that it was, I think, Fender cleans over here, Marshall Classic Crunch here, and then your Soldano SLO over here. So high gain, crunch and clean, which makes perfect sense. It resembles most amplifiers. There is an effects loop on this thing. It has MIDI in and out, so that kind of makes sense that they're setting this thing up to be part of a MIDI rig on the floor. You don't have to use it that way, but yeah, the 4-cable method would work great on that. That's your balanced out there, your emulated out that would go to your desk like I was talking about earlier. And yeah, the pedal is pretty simple looking. Apart from that, you have American clean, British crunch and modern lead over the far side there. They both share, the British crunch and the modern lead share the EQ, which you can understand on a small unit, a pedal-based preamp like this. You can expect that, to be honest, because there's limited space. The clean channel has bass, treble, gain and volume. It doesn't have a mid on it, a middle control, which is strange. I wonder why it doesn't have a middle control. Maybe they've set it fixed and they're pretty happy with it. I wouldn't mind a middle control myself because I don't play clean very much. But when I do, I take mids out on clean, whereas on my high gain stuff, I'm more likely to add the mids in a touch. But on clean, I like to scoop the mids out and get that American twang going on. I should probably mention that this pedal also has a built-in boost. So when you hit either your crunch channel or your lead channel, if you hit that foot switch again, it kicks in the boost, so you get more gain, and hopefully it will tighten up the sound, the tone, sorry. Whether it's bringing in a Tube Screamer style circuit or not, I don't know. We will see. We will see. I will definitely give this pedal a good going over, and I will use it how it's, in my opinion, supposed to be used, which is using the XLR out into a desk or a mixer and then straight into the camera, so it's as raw as it can be for you guys. I have to go now because I'm going to the gym. So for those of you guys that aren't on my Facebook, I do like to go to the gym a lot, and I'm trying to pull a 200-kilogram deadlift. Before COVID happened and all that, all those years ago, 3 years ago, whenever it was, I got to like 192 kilo, which is heavy for me. It's not heavy for some guys, but for me it is. I'm only like 5'8", and that I'm not a very big guy. But when I pulled that, I felt like I was going to hit 200 within a couple of weeks, and then COVID hit and it shut all the gyms, and I've not deadlifted since, and I've got back into it the last 5 weeks or so, and I pulled 195 kilo last week, which I'll put on the screen just because I'm quite proud of it.
Drive, all the way, come on.
There we go.
And I'm trying to get to 200 kilo before the end of February. If I go and do that now, which I don't think I will because I feel absolutely tired out today, but if I do, then next time you see me, I might even show you that deadlift. Right, thank you very much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and comment below what you think about Two Notes audio in general, but also about the presentation, because I just think they've put a hell of a lot of time into the presentation there. Oh, I found loads of I found loads of stuff what I didn't previously see. Oh, thank God. It's got a headphone out. So forget what I said a minute ago. There's a headphone out there, so I can come out of the pedal and hear what I'm doing, and then go straight into the phone or the camera. You can turn the cab sim on and off, and there also is a switch here for the 4-cable method. That's why you should do your research, guys. You can switch the cab sim on and off. There's an auxiliary in, and there is also a headphone out, so you can monitor what you're doing. Thank you very much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I'll see you all very soon